What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Wide Body Nation. We are talking bed covers for your truck today, whether that's a 3500, a 2500, or a 250, right? Or a medium or light duty pickup truck, you know, Tacomas. I see these on Tacomas all the time. And of course, we are talking about the C8 Corvette, which is, I know, it's the Diamondback bed covers. And I have two here for you today because my friends now buy these because I introduced them to them. You're welcome, Diamondback. But as you can see, these look a little different, and we're gonna go over kind of all the features and the benefits of these. If you guys want to see an install video, Diamondback has them and tons of other people do. I'm not gonna waste your time with an install video because there are better people than I at that. I'm here to show you the options and the look on these trucks because we got a dually here, we've got a single rear wheel here, we've got a different finish, a smoother finish, we've got the more diamond plate finish, and we got cleats on here and some other little nicks and knacks. So if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, we have C8 content, we have Subaru content, we have truck content, towing content. Anything with wheels is on this channel. Anything with money is on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment what truck and what bed cover you have and what your experience is, especially if you have experience with the Diamondback, because I love this bed cover. So with that being said, one of the best things about this bed cover is, well, let me just show you. Let me hop right up here, and we are up. All right, so I am literally standing on these bed covers right now because these bed covers can hold like 1,500 or more pounds. I believe these were conceived as an idea back when people wanted to have their bed and their bed cover, but also carry ATVs, side-by-sides, quads, you know, whales, other things on the back. I see a lot of people put deer, and like when they go big game hunting, they actually put the deer on top if they need to. I'm not advising you to do that because I don't know if that's the best idea, but yeah, so that is the first thing. They are super heavy duty. These ones are the HD bed cover, which means it is, of course, heavy duty to match my heavy duty truck. Now, with the HD bed covers, these are a pretty heavy bed cover. I want to say this one weighs probably 150-ish pounds total. So unless you are an idiot like me and want to install it by yourself and like balance it on your head and stuff, which I should probably put a clip in. I'll have to find that clip, but it's a two-man job or two-man, two-woman, two-person job. It's 2022, Adam, come on now. Two-person job to install this bad Larry. So let's talk about the functionality of this and how it actually works. So there is a fixed cross member here that allows you to then taco up these two. So I have this one unlocked for you guys. So boom. Now people might say, hey, well, that's a problem because when you're driving, what if it malfunctions and flies up? Well, Diamondback has obviously thought of that because they have this catch right here, and by right here I mean right here. And in order to get the bed cover all the way open, let me see if I can do it one-handed while on the camera. Can he do it? Hey, there we go. All right. So then it opens all the way up. It's got two gas struts right here, the locking mechanism right here. And then you see Tommy, as well as I, have the 13-inch deep toolbox, which I believe is 18 inches right here. It's 18-ish inches, a foot and a half. So, you know, you can store whatever it may be. I do ratchet straps, you know, moving blankets, tow straps, tools, jacks, whatever you need in there. So that drops right in and it still fits flush. Now Tommy did a great job installing his like super flush right here. Mine is a bit raised in that front area, but I didn't want to clamp it down too much. So, you know, it is what it is. They include something to waterproof it as well. So now you guys have seen the front opens like that. And you know, this thing's got the cross members. This is what makes it have so much strength, is these cross members. That's pretty much it for up here. I'll open this back one up so you can see what it looks like. But as you guys can probably imagine, a lot of people use these for like overlanding setups too. They use them so they can still use their bed, but then they put the rooftop tent on here, or they'll put scaffolding up to make it level with the height of their truck. And then they will, you know, build their rig as you see fit. So this is the fixed cross member The rear works pretty much the same. It just doesn't have that safety latch because obviously if you're driving at high speed, this will either be closed or it would just act as a massive spoiler. Maybe we should put that spoiler on here because we're having some traction issues with this here twin turbo C8. I'm actually doing a mod on it today, so I'll post that video later. But I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. It's a simple solution. I'll show you the way they affix these. So you just have C clamps down there with a bolt that runs through, and you know, if it fits, it ships. Now, with the finish deal, you guys might notice, well, the differences between the two, okay? So I actually have mine locked out here so you guys can see that you can lock these bed covers, and then, I mean, you got to be pretty committed to get into this. Now, obviously, if your truck is open, you can just open the back like so, but I have the 8-foot bed, so you notice that most of that 8-foot bed is accounted for in this middle cross member being, I would say, pretty much that much bigger than this 6.5-foot bed. That's about a foot. This is about, I'd say this is about 2 feet, maybe a tiny bit more. And then these are a little bit beefier than those. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the cleats on here? Do you like the diamond plating, or do you just like this clean look? I'm kind of jealous of Tommy's setup. You know, he got this after I did, and I didn't realize that there was this new finish. But I do like kind of the OG diamond plate setup on here. Now, just because you order it without the cleats on here doesn't mean that they don't send them to you. They sent him a bag of however many, I think it's like 16 cleats or something like that. Don't do math in public, folks. And so he could, if he wanted to take a drill to this beautiful bed cover, he could send them in just wherever he needed to. So if he only wanted some cleats on here, he could put them there if he wanted to do whatever he needed to do. But, you know, this bed cover is super useful. You know, you can store whatever you need to down in here. Still got a ton of bed space. I have used this bed cover multiple times to transport a bunch of stuff from my, you know, my wife's from Wisconsin, so when we go up there, we always come back with you know, some of her old stuff from her room or whatever it may be. So you know, just super useful bed cover. And like you said, like we said, I've never thought about anything being too heavy to put on here, whether that's just like a ladder or whatever. You know, like Tommy, sometimes he transports engines and transmissions in here, so he puts, you know, he puts 4 or 5, 6 transmissions or engines in here. That's 20-30K worth of goodness in here. He definitely wants that to be protected, so he closes it down, locks it down. As far as the last few things you guys should know about it, obviously I'm a big fan of these. That's pretty obvious in this video, right? It's the best bed cover in my opinion, if I had to pick one. Now, I can see why people get other bed covers if they are like very specific to other things. So let me talk about the last two, well, yes, the last two considerations, and then we'll have the drawbacks as well. So considerations are a few. Okay, so if you're gonna buy one, obviously you need to know how much they cost, and also they have different configurations. So this is their normal HD configuration, and they also have the same front, back, and then fixed middle configuration in the lighter duty, which saves you a few $100 and a few dozen pounds, I want to say. Obviously it's going to depend on what length bed you have, but like I said, they make anything from like little Tacomas to massive, you know, 3500s. It's just that your Tacoma bed cover is going to be like this big, and then mine is all of this right here. So I have seen other bed covers, their other ones, some of their bed covers, they do like a rear opening like this, but then they have actually a T cross member that is fixed, and then they have like the side opening toolboxes. I'll link the website. You guys can peruse their website. I'm sure they'll come out with some new hotness as well. So they have, you know, there's ones where they have side bed covers, and then the back, and then the front. So that kind of brings up the downsides, okay? So the biggest downside of this bed cover, which is only a small downside, is that you have this fixed cross member right here. Now, I know the towing folks out here are gonna be like, well, I can't use this with my gooseneck. And it's like, well, yeah, obviously, you can't really use any bed cover with a gooseneck. It's just a question of how quick you can get your bed cover off to use with your gooseneck. So in order to get this bed cover off, all you do is you unhook this and the gas strut, and then you do that on all four corners, right? And then these actually come up higher, and once they get to a certain level, you can actually pull this one up, and then that one over here is like this one, and it just slides out. So it is a super easy to undo bed cover, especially if you're going to do like fifth wheel towing with the gooseneck or something like that. Or for instance, like I had to go put like 4,500 pounds of concrete pavers and sand in here, so I ended up taking this off with my family over Thanksgiving when we did a path. And yes, in order for this truck to sit level, it needs 4,500 pounds in the bed, which is insane. But I'm having a great time with this truck. I thought I was going too crazy and getting a HD dually, you know, Cummins high output with the Eisen trans, but she has been great. Got some mods on her. You got the, you know, the headlights, the wheels, and then the bed cover, and that's pretty much it there, folks. So other than price and then the slight nuisance of taking it off, which is kind of like with any bed cover, you know, it's just a question of security versus quickness for it to get taken off. Other than that, folks, I mean, this thing is, if you've got the money, I would 1000% do this bed cover, and then it's really just up to you on what you want to do as far as the finish goes. I'll give you guys a couple more shots of the finish of the bed cover, just so you guys, maybe if you're still on the fence. Now Diamondback, like the thing I have in here, Tommy and I both have that, so you guys can tell it's kind of heavy, but it pops up. We both have the drop-in right here. But they also make, you know, headache racks. They make other types of rack systems. They make full-on kits for if you're buying it for ATV towing up top. You know, they make the bars, they make the ramps to get it up there and all of that. So, you know, I would say Diamondback is kind of your one-stop shop for bed covers. Disclaimer, I've never run a different bed cover. So in my experience, this is the bed cover that I have used, and I have zero actual complaints with it. There's always just the give and take that I have outlined in this video. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I need to start turning wrenches on the C8 because it's not going to mod itself. And yeah, then the S209's got some E85 goodness to it as well. So appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys like these truck videos, I will definitely keep doing more. I've got to pick up a new trailer next weekend, so I will include you guys in that, and then I'll probably include you on how we end up you know, making that into a more of a race trailer spec. So appreciate you tuning in. Maybe I'll get a discount code for Diamondback in the future when I start referring enough people, but they do have a military discount, so if you guys want to go take advantage of that, that is definitely a good way to save a few $100. And I think they do decent shipping prices too. But that's enough for me. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you for the next video.